Hey y'all, TRG here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about our severe weather threat for Thursday as well as Friday. Also going over today's severe weather threat on March 4th, 2024. Let's go right into today's video. Starting out with our Storm Prediction Center outlook here. Right now, as of, like I said, March 4th, we've got a 15% chance for severe weather on the day 4 outlook for March 7th into the morning hours of the 8th. Out here all the way from actually west of Fort Worth through Dallas, through Tyler, Longview, even Shreveport, Louisiana, even out towards southwest Mississippi. So a very large 15% chance for severe weather there. Over 12 million, nearly 13 million people under the gun for severe weather on that particular day. Switch on over to day 5, and actually half of the other region is inside our risk for severe weather. So same place, Tyler, Texas, Longview, Texas, College Station in that, Shreveport, Lafayette, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Gulfport, Pensacola, Florida in that as well, out towards southeastern Alabama. That encompasses about 9 million people there. So overall, looking at a 20 plus million threat for severe weather here. So over 20 million people under the gun for severe weather here on both Thursday and Friday combined, both in those risk areas. Again, this is going to be for March 7th into the morning of March 8th, and this is going to be for March 8th into the morning of the 9th. So we are looking at both Thursday and Friday for the potential of severe weather. And this could actually be significant severe weather as well. But before we dive into that more in depth here, I want to look at today's marginal risk for severe weather here. Two areas of target really for storm chasers. We've got the northern mode here. I'll zoom out so y'all can see that better. So we've really got two areas to target. We've got the northern mode and the southern mode. This is best displayed by the tornado probabilities today. Again, this is for March 4th. So if you're watching this on the 5th, then of course this threat is already done and over with. So we're watching up here towards Illinois, Wisconsin, eastern Iowa, eastern Missouri, as well as down here towards Louisiana, Texas, and southwestern Mississippi. Already some severe weather kicking off here. By the time you guys are watching this video, I most likely will already either be live covering this or possibly even done covering this threat for severe weather for today. Again, tornado threat, 2% there. We've got a 5% wind for damaging winds and a 5% chance for some small to potentially isolated large hail as well. Let's go ahead and dive on into our model runs here. This is the HRRR-18Z. This is for today's severe threat. You can see those cells that are popping off right now in Illinois, Iowa, and Wisconsin here by about 3 p.m. Eastern. And then this will just progress on into the evening and overnight hours as it continues to weaken. And then not really expecting much of a severe threat tomorrow. If we switch down here towards our southern mode for severe weather, again, you can see those storms popping off right now at about 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, then dissipating into the night and overnight hours. Maybe some reigniting thunderstorms there, some new thunderstorm, redevelopment of some thunderstorms there towards our triple point area tomorrow morning. We were discussing that in the live stream there on March 3rd, and if we go ahead and progress that forward, it really doesn't do a whole lot. So not looking at that big of a severe weather threat for tomorrow, or yeah, really just tomorrow. And I said that in the live stream that they would probably expand that more to the north. They did that. Tomorrow's threat is actually going to not be for tornadoes, but rather winds and possibly some small isolated large hail can't be ruled out as well. So really looking at a small hail threat and a wind threat tomorrow, but that doesn't seem to be nearly as much of a concern as what today's severe threat is for that marginal, just because once again of how large that marginal risk is. Now, before we dive on into the nitty-gritty here, go ahead and make sure y'all have hit that like button, share this not live stream video with your family, friends, and on social media, and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Now we could go ahead and dive on into our GFS model run here on our 500 millibar jet stream, pulling this on forward a couple hours all the way till Thursday. You'll start to see a kink in the jet stream out here, very much elongated trough ejection here. It's not really, as you can see, it's not really like a focused point for a very focused trough ejection here. It's really a long area of jet stream. And then you start to see here for Friday, see that little band of stronger jet stream. It's going to be located out in this region here. We're really going to be focusing on the southern edge of that stronger belt of jet stream there. So you're really looking at Mississippi, Louisiana, eastern Texas for the biggest severe threat on Friday. And if we go and pull this out even more, then that threat shouldn't continue for for too much longer. Maybe an isolated severe threat for Georgia and South Carolina and the Carolinas there on Saturday. But really, I'm focused in on more of Friday. I think Friday is going to be our big day for severe weather here. Here's our supercell composite, basically just saying the tornado ingredients in the atmosphere on a scale of 0 to 36. Pull this on out for Thursday. You can see we have quite the large area for 1 to 2 supercell composite, but not really a focused area for Thursday night. You know, you get this little tiny region here of focused supercell composite, so we'll keep an eye on that the most. That is why if we switch back on over to our Storm Prediction Center outlook, they have this area more of a larger risk here. See that larger 15% here compared to that smaller 15% out to the southwest of Jackson, Mississippi for March the 7th here. So we can go ahead, switch back on over to our supercell composite, pull this out, and then Friday you can see how this shows a much more concentrated area of supercell composite, just like pretty much the same as what we were saying in yesterday's stream on the 3rd here. Southern Mississippi, eastern, southeastern Louisiana, maybe into southwestern Georgia being the focal point for our area of significant severe weather. Still a bit unclear there if we're going to see significant severe weather, but if this does set up where we have, you know, a little over 1,000 instability here, actually this says nearly 1,700 instability uncapped, that will be enough for the threat of significant severe weather, so we'll keep an eye out for that. And your lower level jet stream, if we pull this back a little bit here, is Friday. So this is Friday evening here. Southern Mississippi, 30 knots. So that lower level jet is a little bit underdone, I believe, on this model run. I think we'll end up with a little bit of a higher lower level jet than 20 to 30 knots. So we'll keep an eye on that and keep an eye on those model trends. But yeah, that is going to be it in terms of severe weather for those 2 days. And we shall see what unfolds here. So number one takeaway from this video here is if you're in the highlighted area here. Now remember, severe weather can occur outside this yellow area here. So if you're in generally this region, you do want to start preparations for severe weather, but really focusing on those yellow areas. But again, those yellow areas are going to change. They could shift more north, south, east, west, wherever, because, you know, they're outlooks, so they are going to change. But regardless, we are looking at about 20 million people under the gun for severe weather here. We're going to keep a very close eye on it on this channel. If you guys want to see live streams for this, hit that subscribe button, because we will be going live for this severe weather threat. We are doing daily live streams, most likely all the way towards March 9th or possibly even March 10th as well. So we'll just continue to keep an eye on this severe threat, and I will continue to keep y'all updated on this. Just wanted to do a short video to let y'all know about this severe weather threat. Quite the interesting setup. You know, we have this elongated trough here, and I want to show the European model. So this is a GFS model. This is the European model, and the European model actually just now coming in with a 12Z European model, so we'll use a slightly older one. You can see the 00Z European model compared to the 12Z, so actually a bit of a downtrend, quite a considerable downtrend there on the 12Z European model that just came in, legit just started rendering not but about 10 minutes ago here, which was when I started recording. So I mean, gracious day, that is quite the downtrend already. You can see the European has a lot less of a well-defined trough ejection for this region here for our severe weather threat. So we'll keep an eye on it. But honestly, you know, that jet stream is definitely downtrended compared to our older European model. So we'll definitely keep an eye on it. You know, this is going to be a threat for severe weather, and it is our first 15% chance for severe weather for spring, aka tornado season here. So officially into tornado season of 2024. Make sure y'all have those tornado preparations ready to go, no matter where you are inside the United States, because tornadoes could occur at any given point. So make sure you guys are ready to go. I'll try my best to keep y'all updated with the severe weather here on this channel, and I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day and or night. Stay safe, watch severe weather. Goodbye.